Hello, welcome everyone to phase 2 of our closed door bouts today. We have a game here against the Burning River HazMat crew of Cleveland, Ohio, and the Steel City, I believe it's Steel Beamers from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. My name is Churakia. I will be your one of your hosts for this early afternoon bout, and this is my friend.
Hi, my name's Winona Spider. I am so happy to be back announcing with Chewy. Last year, these two teams faced off. It was an incredibly close game, going back-to-back, several lead changes the whole game. Burning River did edge ahead and won by 178 to the Steel Beamers 162. So you know that this could be a really close game. We're really excited. Chewy, do you want to start with the Steel Beamers roster?
Yeah, we're going to start with Steel City, number 8, Venus Thigh Trap, number 13, Courtney Carr Smashy, and the two captains. 105, Artemis Scowl, 82, Bone Crusher, 555, Circuit Breaker, number 99, Dame Gretzky, 16, Dodge and Burn, 1028, Eva Destruction, 118, Helga G. Pismaki, 15, Lorena Vomit, 67, Mad Hatter, number 11, Spunky Bruiser, number 0, Rhythm and Bruise, 462, Scary Jane, 888, Slam Shady, 27, Snarko, 10, Merciless, number 369, Slayer Moon, coached by Allie McKill and Debbie Scary.
And for the Burning River HazMat crew, we have number 1021, Peach Hobbler, 1408, Jessicutioner, the captain, number 104, Poison IZ, number 412, Misdirected Anger, number 18, Hugh Brewhammer, number 1004, Casey, number 121, Starstruck, 126, Gail Fox, 330, Tambo, number 10, Taco Bout Pain. The captains are Deviled Ham and Little Pound Cake, and the HazMat crew is coached by Gogo Geronimo and Maloik.
All right, here we go. After the first jam, IZ jamming for Burning River. Well, it looks like Mad Hatter takes the star for Steel City. IZ getting recycled back, but making a good fight back from the back of the pack, while Burning River still holding on strong to that jammer from Steel City.
Number 13 heads to the box. That is the Steel Beamers pivot, and IZ is declared lead jammer, but Hatter is not far behind, and IZ chooses to call off the jam, holding the jam scoreless, 0-0.
Smart call off there by IZ. No points for anyone, but that means no points for anyone. So it's a good strategic move.
All right, coming up to the jam line, we have 1021 Peach Hobbler and 27 Snarko. Snarko played in the last game, so they're doing double duty today. Looks like Steel Beamers are starting with their pivot in the box. So it's a 3-4 split.
Peach Hobbler taking that star for Burning River, hitting that Steel City pack. Well, I believe who is back there? It's Snarko for Steel City, holding against that Burning River line, but tiptoes up the outside line for lead jammer.
And Peach was recycled to the back of the pack. Her team is now playing some offense, but we've got a jammer approaching. A lot of outside work there.
Ooh, a lot of bodies on the track there, but we do have Snarko heading through for her scoring pass. 4 points there, while Peach Hobbler is still pushing through the pack for Burning River.
I think Peach is on her initial, but she's just got 2 blockers at the top of the pack to beat. And she's through for her initial. She is not lead. Let's see if she'll force the call off for Steel Beamers. Getting her points and calling it.
Smart move, smart move. We have a 4-point jam for Steel City, putting them in the lead.
Next up to jam for Burning River, we have the captain of the HazMat crew, 1408, Jessicutioner.
It looks like number 369, Slayer Moon. Oh my God, I love that name.
We have an empty penalty box, so it will be all 80 wheels on the track. It is 80, right? Or is it
I don't know, that was quick math. I don't know.
It's something Ken always says when he announces. All right, Jessicutioner is pushing at that front wall. Oh, and then the Steel Beamers jammer takes the inside line and is declared lead jammer, but Jessicutioner is pushing and is not too far behind.
Yeah, up that outside line. Those lines today are killer for both teams. Zipping around on the scoring pass. Slayer Moon coming through for 4 points.
Calls off the jam.
Smart
holding
call
Burning
off.
River
Smart call off.
for a third jam.
All right, Misdirected Anger taking the star for Burning River. And then number 314, which I don't know if I have on my list.
Oh, I'm sorry. We do not have that skater's name on our list. We use the post that they had on Facebook. We apologize that we do not have the skater's name.
That's all right. We'll pick it up at some point. But pushing hard through the pack.
Number 10 on Steel Beamers playing incredible offense for
Frankie,
their jammer.
314, Steel City Jammer, now out as the lead.
Frankie.
Well, Misdirected Anger is still struggling in the pack, taking off the star, looking for a star pass. Oh, Frankie sneaking up on the inside line. Burning River was so focused on playing some offense, they missed the defensive chance.
Looks like there's been a star pass for the HazMat crew with Peach Hobbler taking the star. Their team is yelling at them to call it, but they do not hear it and let the jam run. Their bench is screaming, but they do not hear. Sometimes when you're a jammer, you are in tunnel vision and you cannot hear anything that your team is yelling at you. And
I feel that so hard.
All right, Burning River putting 2 points on the board. Good job, Peach Hobbler, for an effective pass. Steel Beamers at 18 with 7 points in that last jam.
This is definitely going to be a battle of wills this game. I see that Steel City has a much deeper bench than Burning River does, and we're going to have to really rely on some endurance here to make this a game.
All right, we have 1 Steel Beamer in the penalty box, so IZ is going up against 3 blockers. Up at the top of the pack.
That is Mad Hatter coming through as the lead jammer for Steel City.
And there's a drawback. Number 8 draws Poison IZ to the back of the pack. IZ takes off the helmet cover and stashes it to their pivot, Casey.
We did say in the last game there's a lot of good recycling by both teams today, front and back. Specifically Steel City, but both teams doing a really good job with that. So hopefully that translates over to this game as well. All right, after a few jams, it is 22-2. Steel City up against Burning River's HazMat crew, but still plenty of game to go.
We have 27 Snarko going up against the captain, Jessecutioner. Empty penalty box as we start the 5th jam. Burning River lined up front. For Burning River, we actually have a mother-daughter combo. We have Starstruck and Peach Hobbler both out there together, and a really, really close...
Good recycle up there. Oh, wow. Good recycle forward by Steel City. Jessecutioner does have lead, but Bone Crusher was able to lock her down to hold her up. So even though she is lead, she actually is trailing behind Steel City's jammer. And calling it off to prevent any points from being scored. Snarkolepsy is that skater's name. Oh my god, I love it. Snarkolepsy. My favorite thing about Derby is the names. They're the best.
All right, blocking for the HazMat crew, we have 121 Starstruck, 330 Tambo, 10 Taco Bout Pain, and 104 Poison IZ.
Yeah, and we got 1004 KC, one of the newer Burning River jammers. Played for another team out in
Mexico
or New Mexico or somewhere out there, I think, and now joined Burning River. So she's definitely one to watch as an aspiring
jammer, blocker, pivot.
Yeah, pretty much everything.
We've seen her do it all.
Pushing through the front of that pack, while Burning River still holds back 369 from Steel City, which I believe is Slayer Moon.
And Starstruck with a great hit out of bounds to the Steel Beamers blocker. And we have one of the blockers from Steel Beamers heading to the penalty box. Taco Bout Pain doing a great job commanding that front pack, holding Tambo and Poison IZ on the jammer, but the jammer does slip out. Casey followed right behind.
It's going to be a quick jam, I have a feeling, unless they want to run it, because Casey is right on Slayer Moon's heels.
And Taco Bout Pain is commanding the front of her pack to get up there, get to the front of the pack. Do not be a point. I think at Guardians we call them snacks, to get a snack. You want your jammer to get a snack before we have to call it off, so that's why you want you to zip to the front while you can hold the other team's blockers back and maybe get a quick point. Looks like Circuit Breaker, the Steel City blocker in the penalty box, has just maybe 1 second left in the penalty box, so they will pop out onto the track as soon as their time is served. Oh, I just realized their pants are like a circuit board.
And so the name Circuit Board.
Fully circuits.
I think since you couldn't hear us. So we'll chat with Brian about the sound.
All right, and the pivot for the Burning River Hazmat Crew 1408, Jessicutioner heads to the
Misdirected
penalty
Anger
box.
has the star for Burning River.
The star is off her head, but unfortunately she does not have a pivot to pass it to, as her pivot is in the box.
Misdirected Egner still pushing through on the outside there on the initial pass, but does manage to get out by stashing that star. Popping it back on to score some points now, while Burning River is holding back the Spunky Bruiser on her scoring pass. Calling it off before we can get any points for Misdirected Anger there. Do we have sound, Brian? Do we have sound? People are saying they can't hear us on the stream. I just wanted to make sure.
And Burning River has been held scoreless for the past several jams. We are now about to start Jam 8. And coincidentally, Steel City just put on 8 points.
Oh. Poison IZ on the jam line. We have not scored in quite a few jams here, so hopefully we'll get a few. Break that dry spell here. IZ, one of the youngest, newer jammers for Burning River. Very jukey, very quick, picks up good direction. Oh, lead jammer for Poison IZ there. First one for Burning River in quite some time. Let's see if we can get her some points before we got to call it off.
And Casey with a hit at the top of the pack.
No pass, no penalty, so Casey unfortunately went down, and that meant the Steel City jammer could pop right back in without having to recycle.
And IZ's bench tells her to call it, and she does.
Believe grabbing a few points though.
Yep, 3 points, bringing Burning River Hazmat Crew to a 5 to Steel City's 33.
Out of that dry spell. Still plenty of game, 33-5, plenty of game left.
We have an empty penalty box as we start Jam 9. Burning River taking the front of the track.
Oh man, I'm in like a singing mood because my first thought was The Show Must Go On, the song by Freddie Mercury. The Show Must Go On. Empty places, what are we living for?
Take it away, Chewy.
Empty penalty boxes.
Burning River, but not far behind is Hatter.
Might see another quick jam here with scoring some points and calling it off. Jessicutioner zipping through for a couple quick points. It looks like she might have gotten all 4 there. Let's see. Yes, 4 points for Jessicutioner, 0 points for Steel City. So excellent job, Jessicutioner, zipping up. Saw some quick offense there by Taco Bout Payne.
I think she got 3, not 4, but still a win. A win is a win. I believe this is the second jam we've held Steel City scoreless for.
Yeah, a win is a win. A win is a win.
A win is a win.
I'm in a very theatrical mood today. I watched Bohemian Rhapsody last night, so I am just primed. Primed to have fun with a headset here. All right, number 27, Snarko on the jam line for Steel City.
A very pushy jammer, already making some room. And number 8 with incredible offense on Casey or Star. I didn't catch who. Both of them on the ground, though. Poison IZ is taking off the Star, looking to her pivot. And Peach Hobbler grabs
that Star, taking it for the initial pass, while Snarko comes up for a scoring pass here from Steel City. Zipping out for her points and calling it. Looks like it's all 4 points for Steel City, 0 for Burning River, but not a bad effort.
All right, and Burning River's bench is requesting a team timeout. And the last jam, Steel City put on 4 points to Burning River's 0. Looks like Burning River is choosing to have all of their bench have a seat before they get onto the track, maybe collect themselves, review some things they need to work on.
You'll see sometimes when teams are really low on skaters, they'll sometimes call official reviews and use them as timeouts. They only get officially a certain number of timeouts per half, but you'll see a lot of teams sometimes do that so they don't have to worry about wasting an official review. They just tell the officials from the start, hey, we're using this as a timeout, which is a little bit better than making up something to question. All right, what are we at here? 37-8. Make sure it looks good. That's the main thing, yeah. And we're getting... That's fine.
All right, we have no idea if you can hear us right now. It's not looking great, but we are going to keep talking as if you can because we've been told that this is being recorded regardless.
Yes, there we go. Number 369 from Steel City, Slayer Moon out for lead jammer. Nope, illegal star pass there by misdirected anger. Looks like they're going to the box now.
A lot of confusion about who is the jammer right now.
Yeah, so what happened there is misdirected anger tried to pass that star while on her knees. That is not legal star pass. Tried to then hand it back to Jessica Kushner, the pivot, while Jessica Kushner was out of bounds. So there was just a couple back-to-back errors there on that star pass.
Looks like the official Will Hudson is gesturing for 412 misdirected anger, Burning River's jammer, to re-enter the track. And we have Jessica Kushner, the pivot, standing. Don't know what happened there. Shout out to our officials. You guys,
yeah,
your brains are so big.
There's so much happening. Sneaking by on the outside line, Slayer Moon. Careful with that helmet cover, Slayer Moon. It looks like it's slipping off your head a little bit. If that comes off, no points.
Ooh, and misdirected anger sneaks through on the inside line for 4 points.
Oh, followed quickly by Slayer Moon, though. Slayer Moon. That's copyrighted.
I'm sorry. Misdirected anger, I believe, was on her initial, so did not score any points for the last pass. But now she may have gotten one, maybe. I can't see the jam refs. No points for either jammer on that last lap. I love the hustle. All right, in our penalty box, we have 2 Steel City blockers. One of them is standing, one sitting. We have a 2-4 split.
Casey on the jam line for Burning River. But it looks like Circuit Breaker out as the lead for Steel City on this jam.
Casey with a quick star off, but escapes, puts it back on.
That Burning River wall trying to hold back Circuit Breaker on her scoring pass here. Looking for a slot on the inside lane, but held back by some Burning River blockers. Forced to call it off before she can score too many points. It looks like just might have been 3 there. So yeah, actually a pretty strong jam. Jessica Kushner on the jam line for Burning River. And Frankie for Steel Hurt in 314.
A lot of confusion in the mix of the packs, but 314 Frankie gets out for lead jammer fairly quickly. Jessica Kushner held at the back of the pack. Now at the front, Burning River setting up for defense. Good defense by Starstruck, though she is taken off of her wheels.
Looks like we got a cut on the black jammer, Frankie Panky for Steel City. Power jam for Burning River Roller Derby.
And we have 3 skaters in the penalty box, all for Steel Beamers. Let's see if Burning River is able to capitalize on this power jam. And having only 2
if I was
blockers
them, I'd be
out
hitting
there.
out those blockers now.
And Taco is exactly the person I would want out there for me playing O.
Oh yeah, same.
2
She
to beat
knows where
Jessica
to be.
Kushner. And Jessica Kushner escapes the pack for 4 points.
All right, blockers are starting to stand in the box for Steel City. Looks like the jammer is now released for Steel City. So we've no longer on a power jam, but Jessecutioner slipping by for a few more points.
This will be a 2-minute jam. We have about 40 seconds left in the game, or in the jam.
Frankie Panky taking advantage of that confusion in the pack to sneak by for 4 more points. But it's looking like, again, sneaking by for 4 more points. Looks like that inside line is just killer for both teams today. Oh, a track cut. A track cut, another power jam for Jessecutioner and Burning River.
So Jessecutioner will be able to finish this jam as a power jam, and Burning River will have about a 10-second power start. Taco with a hit to the inside line, trying to make some room for her jammer. I do believe that she was called in a penalty.
Jessecutioner pushing through.
All right, I'm hearing high blocks, I'm hearing whistles, I'm hearing a lot of things.
Boy.
I'm not sure who's all going to the box, but somebody is.
Yeah, similar to the last game, I think we saw a very penalty-heavy, we're seeing a very penalty-heavy half from Steel City here.
Steel City sits at 68 points with 8 points scored in the last jam. I lied. 71 points at this moment with 11 points scored in the last jam. And Burning River up to 20 points with 17 points in the last jam. I don't know what happened so quick. I didn't see it.
Playing some offense there for Poison Izzy. Running the pack a little bit, giving her some extra work, but she's getting out there as the lead jammer on this power jam.
All right, Burning River, you have your jammer. Sorry. All right, Steel City, your jammer has been released from the penalty box. We have Frankie Panky out there. Is not lead.
Sneaking by on the inside as the initial pass, but 2 points for Poison IZ.
All right, Taco's gesturing to their bench that they have about 2 seconds left of their penalty, and number 128 is also standing in the penalty box for the Steel Beamers. All right, we have Mad Hatter, number 67, back at the back at the jam line. They do not have a penalty right now, nor do I have seen them get many penalties this game at all. But Hebrew Hammer, the captain for the Burning River C team, the Pyromaniacs, was doing a great job of commanding the her wall at the front of the pack.
She's been a solid brace and communicator.
Mad Hatter escapes for 4 points.
I'm getting so wrapped up into watching the game, I'm forgetting to commentate. All right, Mad Hatter coming around for a scoring pass.
Star in hand, misdirected anger has one blocker to beat, and oh my gosh, I wouldn't want it to go up against that one blocker myself. I believe that is Bone Crusher.
Oh, yeah. One of the more, I think, intimidating, strong blockers out there.
Yeah, they did double duty playing for the first game, and now they're playing extremely well in this game as well, just as testament to their endurance and skill. Same thing for Steel Beamer's jammer, Hatter.
It's like a forearm there against Bone Crusher.
Talk about pain heading to the penalty box as well, while KC 10-04 has been released.
Looks like we have 2 penalties assessed to Bone Crusher for in-sub, not relieving the track fast enough after their penalty.
I believe that is now an improper procedure instead of an in-sub now, to try and have some distinction. But we saw a few of those get handed out in the first game. I think refs are being a bit more serious about that now.
Yeah.
Making sure to get off the track as soon as possible. And misdirected anger's wall
out
does
on the
some
initial
great
pass.
Offense for her. And Mad Hatter through for another 4 points.
Misdirected anger sneaking by there. Unfortunately, no points, but making a solid effort there at the end. We have about 9 minutes left in this first half. The score is 91-22 in favor of Steel City, but still plenty of game to play.
Steel City wound up putting 20 points on for that last jam, and the Burning River HazMat coach, 988 Maloik, has called an official review. Unsure what we're reviewing, but I would like to know.
It looks like they're using maybe official review as a timeout.
Yeah, AJ, one of the officials, is gesturing exactly how that would be called with the O and the T symbol with your hands.
I like that. It's like a dance move. G, D, 0, T, 0, D, O, T, T,
H-O-T.
T, O, T, O. I was thinking about that today, too.
All right, Burning River HazMat crew doing a whole little discussion. Maybe they should include their jammer. Peach Hobbler, get up there, Peach.
Peach, Peach, Peach.
Maybe Peach wants to spend this, this
To
time
focus.
out to think about Peach things.
Peach is definitely one of those people I absolutely adore skating with. She always works hard. She's been around Derby for a long time. Her kids played for Crooked River before she joined here, I think. And she did not used to like jamming. She took it at the start begrudgingly, and then I think after time went on, it was clear that she needed to be in that position.
Yeah, she's been an incredible jammer this year and last year as well. We're very lucky to have that mother-daughter combo.
Yes, we definitely are.
So in the event that this audio gets used for the live stream, which will be recorded, we do believe the video is down, so apologies if you can't see that.
But it will be uploaded in full later, so don't forget to check it out later. I'm sure the teams will be watching to review the footage for their own performance, but I will be listening for my own voice because I love to hear the sound of my own voice.
All right, and we have two blockers for Steel City in the penalty box, number 82 and number 8. All right, looks like 82 is gesturing to their bench that they have just 1 second left to serve. Well, technically, they've been serving all day, if you know what I mean.
Love it. Casey on the jam line for Burning River Roller Derby, and number 369, Slayer Moon for Steel City Hurton. Burning River taking the front here. Let's see how that works out for them. Catching up Slayer Moon. Oh, sneaking up on the outside line, but KC sneaking up on the inside line for Burning River to get a slight advantage and lead.
But we have jammer on jammer right next to each other, and Casey chooses to call off the jam.
Good call, good call. They were literally within like feet of each other.
Can't tell if it's raining or outside, or if that's just the sound of my ears.
I know,
like I'm listening to a show.
The blood rushing.
Yes, yes. And quick no pack is called by the official Nick Tater. But
Lead, Jessicutioner.
not far behind is Circuit Breaker. Let's see if Burning River will be able to get up front and get some points. Oh, 555 Circuit Breaker is a fast skater. That is clear.
Smart call off there. Oh,
a little bit of a...
hopefully a low block going to be assessed there against the jammer for Steel City.
And that is exactly what happened.
Yep, power jam now. So unfortunately what happened there is the Steel City jammer approached after the whistle, appeared to have lost control of their skates and slid and took out a Burning River blocker at the low block, which means we will be starting on a power jam.
We've had a few of those late hits in the first game as well. Not sure why, but I think we're just skating so fast and not stopping fast enough.
Oh yeah. Well, and the hotter it gets, the slicker the floor gets, and people aren't ready for, I think, the give the floor has.
All right, and it looks like some sort of illegal procedure
on our jammer in the box.
So we'll have a little jammer shuffle, switcheroo, 555 Circuit Breaker sprints out of the penalty box. All right, and a few blockers to beat, but does get out.
Excellent
and is
effort
awarded
to forward
lead
recycle.
jammer.
Excellent effort there by Burning River, trying to hold back on that bridge. But Circuit Breaker fighting now for some scoring points, pushing past that Burning River line for 4 points, while Misdirected Anger is released from the pack
talk about Payne doing some really, really hard-hitting offense. I would not want to be the skaters going up against them.
Yeah, if you want someone to give you space on the line, Taco's the one you want.
Literally.
Holding strong at the front of that line, holding back that jammer, but coming out for 4 more points, circuit breaker. While Misdirected Anger still fighting through the back of the pack on her initial, I believe, out now on her scoring pass. Well, circuit breaker comes around for another round. 4 more points, I believe, breaking that 100 mark. As Misdirected Anger approaches for some points, but unfortunately the jam was called off prior to that. 12-point jam from Steel City. Excellent job.
We have 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in this half.
Blazes. Where it's legal.
I'm not the cops. I won't tell. All right, we have a 3-4 blocker split with one blocker in the penalty box for the Steel Beamers. That is 4-6-2, Scary Jane.
Looks like number 314 on the jam line for Steel City.
All right,
I believe it's Frankie.
Pushing.
Jessicutioner pushing through at the front, trying to stay in bounds, but getting recycled to the inside. Oh, track cut. Power jam now for Steel City's Frankie.
It looks like 1408 Jessicutioner, the jammer, knew that, in fact, she did cut the track, but was trying to get out of bounds. But her first move was not to get out of bounds. It was to go backwards, still on the track, and that's where that track cut happened.
Yeah, you hate to see it happen, especially if you know you've done it and you're trying to fix it.
You're like, this didn't go how I wanted it to.
But I appreciate that they changed that rule. When I started, it was the second you go out, the second you make the error, you're done. And this at least allows you to self-correct for a second. But
sometimes my wheels just take me places I didn't want to go.
Yep.
Casey up at the front.
Sometimes I start a jam and I have no idea how it's going to end. I just let it go. Jessicutioner fighting hard at the back here of the pack on the initial pass, while Frankie comes around for another scoring pass. Sneaking up on that inside line. Line? One of the two.
Maybe a mixture of both. All right, Jessicutioner has one blocker to beat and
there we go.
Out.
Out on that initial scoring pass now. Jessicutioner.
Oh, and a big hit takes a few skaters off their wheels, and they call off the jam.
Excellent jamming there. 16-point jam by Frankie.
Holding Burning River scoreless. It's 26-119 with about 2 minutes left in the first half. We have Poison IZ going up against Hatter.
I love watching Poison IZ skate in general.
As she's
always so
there
enthusiastic.
Now, she's smiling, laughing.
She also skates on the Guardians with me and on, I think has filled in for some other teams in Burning River as well. But seeing her skate in some of the Murda games is really wild because she is literally a whole 3 feet shorter than most of them.
Yes. But I've watched her play some crazy on those.
Oh, yeah. And they never expect her.
Teams.
They never expect her. Peach Hobbler grabbing the star on the star pass from IZ.
All right.
Well, Mad Hatter picks up 4 points for Steel City.
Number 10 at the back of the pack with IZ, but the jam is called. Unsure why, but I'm sure they had a reason.
I feel like they may have thought that we had someone on a scoring pass or was further out on the scoring pass.
All right, 123-26. Steel City was able to put up 4 points in that last jam.
All right, looking like this will be the last jam of the half. The score of 123-26. Got Casey on the jam line for Burning River. Trying some quick offense there at the start, but it looks like 27. Snarko is out as the lead.
Casey did a bit of a toe stop drag on outside of the track, but wisely left
Sneaking
the track.
through up the inside, giving that pass to Jessicutioner. Excellent job by Casey there. Good sneaky pass, but it looks like we have still lead jammer is Snarkolepsy, calling it off for one more jam. One more jam in this half.
All right, we have 3-6-9. Slayer Moon going up against Poison IZ.
You'll see a lot of these Burning River skaters going back to back to back to back.
Yeah,
Kudos
Taco's
to them.
been out there a lot. Same with IZ and Peach.
Yeah, absolute kudos to all these skaters throwing themselves into this game, knowing that there's small roster, but
Yeah, Burning River is playing with an incredibly small roster today of 10 skaters.
Excellent dance moves there from Steel City.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All right, we have one Burning
They're doing
River
the floss.
skater
You pull
in the
through and then
penalty
you
box.
switch.
Chewy loves flossing, so
Yeah.
they're trying to get all of you at home to do it too.
Oh, the Steel City hasn't noticed. I was trying to show off my skills, but whatever.
We're kind of hidden back here.
I
in
know.
this booth.
I know that Sari Not Sorry saw it, though, so that's all that's important.
That's true. I will say that we have like some of the best seats in the house, though.
We really do. We really do. I will volunteer to MC all these games if it means I can sit here. But like with watching hockey, my favorite seat is actually to be up in the stands. I think you could see everything. You could see absolutely like the bird's eye view of where all the plays come together. I think that's really fun.
It is really cool. I was able to do that at the regional championships. I was able to be in the stands, and because usually most games I'm sitting on the floor.
Oh yeah.
So it was nice to get some height. I was also in the front row, so that helped.
I love sitting in the front when someone gets hit like right in front of you and like just like bodies falling from you.
You can feel the breeze,
Yep.
smell their sweat.
Smell the gear. I think one of the first games my dad ever came to, we were playing Detroit C team, which at the time, like, they were crushing us, and I was trying to jam, and someone hit me out real hard, and I landed right in the turn in front of him, and just looking up at his face, and he just looked like so horrified. Like, what are you doing
He's
to
like,
yourself?
literally, what did you sign up for? I cannot believe
Why
I'm
are
watching
you doing this?
Honestly, that is how a lot of family members act when you tell them that this is what you're doing in your free time.
Yep.
They're like, couldn't you knit or something?
I can do both.
Some people like run.
I know. Well, my favorite thing is the only reason I got my sibling is Taco Bell Pain, and the only reason I got them to join is because they came to a game where I like really nailed someone as a blocker, and they were so impressed and were like, "Wait, I want to hit you like that. How do I do this?" And so sometimes you just sign up for Derby just to be able to hit your siblings, so your mom can't yell at you. But hey, if it works.
I love when we get McRD action out there. It is one of my favorite things to
It is
see.
very fun. It's hilarious when it's like two close friends or two siblings or a mother-daughter pair out there, because you just get really funny commentary. I think we had a scrimmage the other day, and it was Peach Hobbler who was blocking her daughter Starstruck, and it was just hysterical. All the back and forth they were throwing at each other.
Ruh-roh, it looks like our scoreboard is down.
Yeah, so we're going to take a brief break to try to fix that. I do appreciate that the screensaver is the river on fire, the burning river we are named for.
It's very on brand for us.
So everyone just take a second, go have a snack, have a drink.
Looks like we're setting up the scoreboard again, because right now we have a clean slate of 0-0, and I don't think Steel City would like that too much. And respectfully, I don't think Burning River wants to start this whole game over again.
No. It's been a long day for Burning River. I don't want to lose the ground we've gained.
Yeah, both teams played games last night, HazMat and Steel Beamers. Not sure who Steel Beamers played, but they came today ready to throw down.
Whew. I'm going to have a brief sip of my Coca-Cola.
Make sure you do a big gulp so everyone at home can hear you.
ASMR.
We have some officials taking a seat because they've probably been standing for over 2 hours now on their skates, trying to keep up with these fast packs. And Tom certainly getting an arm workout, our jam timer.
He's just flexing. We'll show off with Tom here. Oh. Well, thanks again to our officials for being out here. I know it's not, can be very exhausting. I will say, especially as like a ref in the outside lane, you're actually skating further and you're doing it every single jam.
The first time I ever reffed a MRDA game, I spent the first 3 jams just trying to keep up. And I'm a fairly fast skater, but I just could not believe how fast the pack moved and how much more of a distance it is to travel being in the OPR.
Yeah.
Seems like obvious, but to me, I really had to take some time to adjust to that.
A lot of quick foot movements, especially if you're trying to watch. Like in the outside pack, there's usually three referees, one in the front, one in the middle, one in the back, watching each part of the pack. And it's a lot of like small little like T-steps, a lot of sprinting at the pack's moving quick. Looks like our scoreboard is back up Both unnamed teams, but that's okay. The score
And
is
it
still
says
correct.
that Steel Beamers scored 127 points in the last jam. Congratulations to
Yeah,
that.
that's
That
a
is
record.
definitely a record breaker in perhaps all of the WFTDA.
Oh, how wild would that look? What would that even look like? I'm assuming probably every blocker in the box for one team. And a power jam.
Yeah, the jammer definitely had a jetpack of some sort. All right, maybe we are closer to starting this next jam, even though this is likely the last jam of the first half. Of course, that's when our technology would go to fail us.
I know. The last 20 seconds.
All right, and everyone is doing a quick lap, maybe to warm up after sitting for a second.
Always a good call to stay loose.
Sari, where's the after party? Where's the after party?
Pardon that brief break. Someone's taking food orders, and I obviously had to get in on that. So
We do have an after party that we're going to be heading to afterwards, so we got some food on the horizon. Normally our after parties are open for everyone, but because this is a closed bout, we're going to be having a decompression snack. Oh, hey, you can see me. Wait, where's this camera? Hey!
hey, that's us.
Good, you're seeing my hair in all its glory. It's disgusting today. I usually wear a hat, and I didn't think about you have to actually brush your hair if you're not going to wear a hat today.
No.
Oh, still unnamed team versus unnamed team. That's all right. Still working on it. We're going to hold it as it is for the moment. All right, IZ with the star for Burning River, and it looks like number 369, Slayer Moon for Steel City as the lead jammer. IZ taking off the star, looking for a star pass there. But zipping in through the inside line, getting around.
Poison
Passing it.
IZ passes the star to Misdirected Anger. The bench is asking their jammer to call it, and Steel Beamer's jammer does indeed do that.
Not quite sure where we are in the time. Looks like the time's been a little bit backwards.
Looks like Steel Beamers put up 4 points. Burning River, I cannot find their jam timer, but I don't think that they put on any.
Yeah, I think we're going to call it halftime here to get that scoreboard fixed a little bit and give everyone a chance to breathe. So we will see you when we get back here. We're going to let both of these teams get a snack.
Looks like we're doing an official timeout, but we do believe that we will go to the halftime here in a moment. Okay, scoreboard is just incorrect. Nick Tater confirmed that we are at halftime, so we will meet you back here in probably about 13 minutes to start the next half.
Excellent. See you soon.
Bye. Alrighty.
Welcome back, everybody. It's been a little bit longer of an intermission than we planned for. We had some technical errors we had to get fixed with our scoreboard, but we appear to be back on track. Just working on the timing now, so I don't think we're going to wait the full 12 minutes to get back into gear. So we got
probably disregard that. So that first half was kind of intense. The Steel Beamers definitely pulled ahead and are sitting at 131 points. HazMat Crew a little over 100 points behind with 26 points. Pay no mind to the amount of points they scored in the last jam that you see on the screen, because that was us resetting our scoreboard.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about what a 100-point jam would look like. And I'd imagine it would be a power jam, and I'd imagine there'd be several blockers from that team in the box. And just the jammer doing as many laps as they possibly can. 27 laps in 5 minutes, so I'm sure it would not be...
Honestly, there are some skaters out there that can do way more than I could ever imagine.
Yeah, I can't. I cannot. Honestly, I get around the track twice, and I'm proud of myself.
All right, we have some NSOs walking all over the place. Those guys likely know what's going on. The handing off of some iPads. Top of the line technology.
Yeah, I feel like people really don't see everything that goes into play with making this game happen. Everything from the coaching and playing on the track to like getting the equipment down, the tape. So yeah, shout out to our officials, especially it looks like Atomic Annie communicating with our officials here on the penalty box timing side, but getting that clock fixed, getting that scoreboard fixed. Thank you very much for your service.
I think our head NSOs for the day are Atomic Annie and Just Tom. I think they're co-head NSOing. And
Nice.
With that, we have the whistle ending the half, and 5 seconds is about to be called. There it is. And on the jam line, we have 1408, the captain, Executioner, going against Hatter, 67, from the Steel Beamers. And the jam is on.
Executioner trying to sneak up that outside line.
But we did see a toe stop drag, and official jam burglar calls her on a track cut. Mad Hatter is lead jammer. Mad Hatter approaches the pack and has 4 blockers doing a lot of great offense for them. Few skaters taken off of their wheels, and Mad Hatter is through for 4 points. Love the bench or the turn coaches letting Hatter know to keep it running while doing a little wiggle and dance.
I appreciated them repeating it back too, the little dance.
All right, I hear Jammer standing, which means 1408. Jammer is in. That's Executioner for the Burning River HazMat Crew.
Looking for a hole made by the offense there, but the Steel City Jammer fast approaching.
All right, Executioner is done with her initial, but right behind is Hatter.
For
Will
another
Hatter call
scoring
it?
pass.
Is Hatter going to try and get these points, or are they just trying to run out some time on the scoreboard? They did a nice little apex jump and calls the jam. Beautiful work by Hatter in that jam.
Yeah, 16-point jam, 2-1.
Oh, cute. Yeah, Executioner put up 1 point.
Love ruining a shutout. Poison IZ on the track for Burning River, and number 369, Slayer Moon for Steel City. Looks like Burning River is still down 1 blocker from Peach Hobble her penalty.
All right, and Steel Beamer's defense quickly backs up on Poison IZ, taking away any space that she has. Number 369, Slayer Moon, is quickly declared lead with 104, Poison IZ following quickly behind. And trying to take the inside line, but shut down by Starstruck, number 121.
Ooh, and a cut on Slayer Moon.
Poison IZ has a power jam. Falls to the in, but I believe did not go out of bounds, so can keep going. But I hear a penalty being called, and it is 2. Poison IZ for a track cut. We're going to do some jammer switcheroo. Poison IZ with a smile on her face hops into the penalty box while 369 is back on the track. Burning River has our own 369. Sorry, not sorry.
Yep. I keep thinking of that song. Was it?
369.
I don't know the rest of it. I just know that one part.
Ooh, Starstruck going for a hit and decides she is out of play. And
So 4
runs
points
back.
there for Slayer Moon, while Poison Ivy rejoins the track as the jammer for Burning River, penalty having been fully served.
This is going to be a 2-minute jam with about 40 seconds left in the jam. IZ,
Pulling out for 4 points. I believe it's on her scoring pass.
yes it is. Oh, and the Steel Beamer jammer heads to the penalty box for a second penalty in this jam. So Poison IZ has 30 seconds to score as many points as she can. The next jam will not start with a power jam, I don't believe. Poison IZ taking off her skates. I think that was a crazy hit, slow to get up, but she runs up. IZ is one of our most rubber jammers you've ever seen, and she's incredibly resilient. When she gets knocked down, she gets right back up.
Yeah,
and that's
she takes
actually
some
what
rough
she,
hits.
for our end of year banquet, that's the award that she won.
The Chumbawamba, get knocked down, get back up again.
Yep.
Yeah, she definitely puts her entire soul out there.
Up to jam now, we have Misdirected Anger, and I can't see who that is. For Steel Beamers, that's 314 Frankie. Burning River has a Frankie as well.
I love seeing how many names cross over.
All right, looks like we have a 3-on-4 pack advantage with Burning River having 4 blockers out there at a time. Number 888 is in the penalty box.
A good knockout there by Taco Bell Payne, allowing Misdirected Anger to sneak up front and get that lead jammer status.
Bench coach Maloik is calling to Misdirected Anger to get some points, run the jam. Now indicating to get their points and call it. And the jam is called. Was it a little too late? We'll see. 2 points to Burning River's HazMat crew, and 3 points to Burning River's HazMat crew, and 2 points to Steel Beamers.
Yeah, a little bit later than I think Coach Molik wanted on that call off for the jammer. But it can be chaotic, especially when you're out there trying to hear everything while you're looking for offense, while you're looking for the other opposing team's jammer.
All right, we have an empty penalty box, and Taco doing some offense right off the line, trying to clear a hole for Peach Hobbler. But there's a bit of a pile up in this first straightaway here. Looks like number 11, Spunky Bruisers, at the top of the pack and does get declared lead. Peach Hobbler fighting the back wall. Getting some offense from Starstruck and Casey. I hear direction being called to Starstruck.
Peach Hobbler coming out on her initial pass. Solid fight there. Oh.
All right.
Almost got a track cut there for the jammer, but I think it was no pass, no penalty.
And the jammer chooses to call off the jam, freezing 2 of their own blockers in the box and 1 of Burning River's blockers, number 121, Starstruck.
I feel like that was a strategic call off to keep Peach Hobbler from picking up any points around the corner.
You know, Starstruck is actually one of our aged up juniors, has been skating for quite a long time. And it shows with those killer hits that she's able to execute.
The derby knowledge is hard to teach, and it's great getting juniors that come up and just know.
Executioner hit to the outside line. Like number 13 hit them out. I do not have that skater's name. Oh, yes, I do. Courtney Karsmashian with a great hit to the outside line. And great defense at the top of the pack. And Taco taking 67 right the heck out. Unfortunately, it was a forearm. Allegedly. Respectfully.
Yeah, that might have been a hard enough hit where from one angle it looked like there was more of an arm. I've noticed that for a lot of calls, if your arm goes out after you make the hit, even if your arm didn't make that contact, if the ref's seeing it from a certain angle, it looks like you extended with your arm. So it's definitely a good practice to keep it close to you.
Yeah, it's really hard not to throw that bottom half of your arm sometimes. even when it's not the one making the contact. And we've got Casey up to jam in 3-6-9 out again. Slayer Moon doing so many jams. Really impressive how much, great endurance they have. But they take the outside line and do sneak past.
Oh, that outside, the sneaking up the line. Steel City's been so solid on that in both games.
They love their lines. If you just watch Zora take line after line after line, they're really, really gifted at it. Slayer Moon being a great representative for that.
Casey with the star for Burning River on the initial pass, now going for a scoring pass. Unfortunately, iced at 0 points, while Steel Beamers picked up 8 points.
169.
169.
Nice.
Ayo, 169. I am a child, and I still think 69 is funny. So whenever we get it on the scoreboard, we all get pretty excited.
Honestly, that's a roller derby thing. We're all
It
like
is.
that.
All right, on the jam line now, we have, it looks like Frankie for Steel City, Misdirected Anger for Burning River.
With a really quick taking off of the hat. I believe that Missy just got called for a track cut penalty. Slides into the box. This is giving Steel Beamers Frankie another power jam. Not what Burning River would like to see. A bit of a tumble in the back and a back block declared for Frankie. Starstruck a bit slow to get up from that hit. We're going to do a jammer switcheroo, and Missy is out of the box.
There's some power jam now from Misdirected Anger, requesting some offense there from her line. Oh, our jammers still need to work on knowing how to take that offense. I think sometimes we still get in the wrong way. We get in our own way, I think.
Talk about pain goes to the penalty box. I'm not sure what the penalty was.
A little bit of a tangle there on the track.
Poison Ivy.
Oh, Poison Ivy.
And Starstruck is given 2 penalties, one for an illegal procedure and one for something unseen. But that'll be a minute in the box, so Star will be in this, will be in the next jam as well.
Definitely one of the more physical jams, I think, today. Poison IZ doing some great blocking there at the last minute with Executioner. Now, rough jam for both teams, but 7-11.
Poison IZ's skates actually wound up breaking early this afternoon and is skating on a teammate's skates right now.
That puts her on another level.
Yeah, IZ is currently skating in Sure Shot skates. So shout out to Sure Shot for having a similar size shoe as Poison IZ and offering her shoes to her.
And that is absolutely, your skates end up being an extension of like your feet. And so being able to switch skates and still play a great game like IZ is playing is a testament to what an athlete she is.
Yeah. All right, Peach Hobbler held at the backpack by 3 Steel Beamer blockers. Starstruck has not yet stood up in the penalty box and is joined by Casey. All right, 5-5-5 circuit breaker only had 2 Burning River blockers to get past, and they do in fact do it and call the jam off, freezing Casey and Star in the box, but Star is at least standing.
4-0 GM for Steel City there. Score 184-245 for Burning River.
All right, right now on the track, the only 2 blockers for Burning River are 1-8 Hebrew Hammer and 1-0 Talk About Pain.
We got Executioner on the jam line and number 67 Mad Hatter for Steel City.
Looks like we've got number 8, Venus Thigh Trap, number 13, Courtney Carr Smashian, number 11, Spunky Bruiser, and number 8, nope, I already said number 8, Okay, we've got 888 Slam Shady out there as well, trying to get some love for our blockers. I know that I, as
There
a
are
blocker,
so many of them.
am always like, what about, a little glam shot of me every once in a while? Wait, is that a bad thing? Never mind.
No, I think we definitely need to get more. I love seeing our blockers do stuff.
But when you're a jammer, you're like, I'll pose for another
Yeah.
photo. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, apex jump.
All right, looks like we've got a bit of an injury.
We're gonna have our
right
medics
now.
check out someone here, make sure they're doing okay.
Right now we have our score at 190 for Steel City and 45 for Burning River. 6 points put on by the Steel Beamers in this last jam.
Shout out again to our medics for being here for us. Derby is, I think, one of the only sports I've played that's been very focused on having a medic at every single event that we have. Even our practices, we have folks that are CPR certified and medic certified, and I feel very confident being on the track knowing that they're nearby.
We do not mess around. Well, we mess around. Let's get that straight.
Safely, we mess around safely.
With supervision.
Yeah, we have a very dedicated group of medics, and I know that we have folks stepping in today, and we have a normal team that's here that's been around Derby for 10 plus years, and so they know not only are familiar with the sport, they know exactly what to look for, and that's incredibly important, especially since things happen so fast.
Now, Chewy, there's a few officials here that I don't know the names of, even though I see them all the time. Can you list off who's who's running the scoreboard right now and who is the penalty line tracker?
Well, yes, I can. Let me pull up my official list
Oh,
here.
you've got a whole list. Perfect.
Yeah, there's a couple that I actually don't recognize and I don't see on this list, though, so I might have to get another list for the conclusion of this. But I know it's Into Jill, Bobby Wan Kenobi, Kitty Stardust, Sari Not Sorry, Atomic Annie, Just Tom, and it looks like there are, oh, there we are in the background.
Hey.
The camera's slowly panning away
Yeah,
from
they're
us.
like, anyway, way to be weird.
I'm trying to think what other songs that I could dramatically sing for us today. While we...
Okay, now we've been told to look at the cameras again.
Hello!
Hey.
If this looks like a fun job and you want to volunteer for Burning River Roller Derby, shoot us an email
Get
at
outta here.
info@burningriverdderby.com.
This could be you.
This could be you.
Poorly announcing. With your friend of 6 years now.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It's fun. It is, honestly, Derby is one of the most fun things I've done with my life. Not even just the playing part of it, but being able to be involved in running the business end of it. And
Truly.
doing stuff like this and coming up with merch ideas and coming up with fun social media stuff and coming up with, like, theme scrimmage things. That kind of stuff is so much fun. And I've never had so much fun playing a sport. So it's a lot of work, but it's 100% worth it. And even if you don't play, there's a spot somewhere for you. And I enjoy that. Doing some quick stretches because it has been a long day.
And there's our Queen Tom, Just Tom is
Yes,
his name.
just Tom.
Tom's a longtime NSO for Burning River, and he also NSOs for the Guardians. He's a non-skating official. His specialty is particularly jam timing. He's incredible at that, though. I know he's been around long enough that he can do anything. Look at him flex! Oh, my God. You're on camera, Tom.
Yeah.
You're on camera.
There you go.
See, now he's getting a little shy, but
And he actually isn't even doing a signal. He's just flexing for the camera right now.
yeah, no, this is only just for him. Or really for us, if you will.
But thanks again to Steel Hurton Steel City and Steel Hurton and Steel Beamers for coming down from Pittsburgh to play us today. We really appreciate it. I love that we have a couple teams that are in our rankings window that are close by that can drop in like this. I like getting into friendly rivalries, especially Cleveland and Pittsburgh already exists, so it's even more fun.
Thank you so much for your patience as we take care of a skater who did have an injury in that last jam.
Yes, thank you everyone for your patience.
The skates are off, so I do believe that skater is done for the rest of the game, but they've got a great support group around them now, filled with family and medical professionals. This is a closed bout, but you'll see that there's a handful of folks around the track because we invited some friends and family. And a round of applause is going out for our skater, Starstruck, who is leaving the game due to an injury.
But being taken care of by our medics.
So we love you, Star. We hope you heal up quick.
You're in good hands.
You're in very good hands.
Including your mom's
and
hands.
And you played a great game today.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, on the track right now we have 10:28 for Steel Hurton. I see Eva Destruction 10, MRSA, I'm so sorry, Merciless, number 27, Snarko, and one more person hiding in the corner. I think it's 10:28, Eva Destruction. Maybe I already said that, blocker. I apologize. I'm trying to shout out the blockers, but it's so hard to see them.
We got Taco, Misdirected Anger, Tambo, and Hebrew Hammer for Burning River blockers, and IZ jamming.
All right, and Slayer Moon, like many times before, has gotten lead jammer designation. We have one blocker going to the penalty box for the Steel Beamers. That's number 10, Merciless.
Misdirected Anger taking that star pass. Nice little spin move on the outside there. Coming around now on her scoring pass, but quickly followed by Slayer Moon.
Watch out, Missy. They're right behind you. Slayer Moon does decide to call it. There is one blocker in the penalty box, and that is still Merciless. On the screen right now, we have one of our jam refs, Mr. William Hudson, number 216.
Another longtime official for Burning River Roller Derby.
One of our longest, probably, officials.
10 plus years at minimum.
At minimum.
Hebrew Hammer, Taco Bell Pain doing double duty now. Looks like back-to-back jams as blockers. I think both of them in particular have done a couple double duty jams.
Oh, a hard hit from Taco defending that inside line. But number 11 is quickly.
Executioner is out as the lead, but followed quickly by number 11. I believe that is Spunky?
Spunky Bruiser. Oh, and we've got some fast-moving packs now and a hit to Peach Hobbler to try and open up some room for their jammer. And I do think that Executioner was able to call it in the perfect time to get their points and also hold Steel City scoreless.
Yeah, nice three-point jam there by Executioner. Excellent awareness to call that off as soon as she got through to avoid any points for the other team.
We have both benches yelling at their respective teams to get together and squeeze. But we do have number 369, Frankie Panky, getting out for lead jammer designation. Misdirected Anger has taken the star off, and I do believe knocked out of bounds. Yeah, still fighting hard. Knocked out of bounds is recycled to the back of the pack, along with the other jammer, Frankie Panky. Number 04, Steel Hurton. I'm so sorry, now I'm doing it, Cherry. Steel Beaming, Steel Beamers heads to the penalty box. And Misdirected Anger.
Nice little dip there to get around that hit.
Yes,
nice job.
We love to see it. All right, and they call it before Missy is able to score any points. Another 4-0 jam, Steel City at 198, Burning River HazMat Crew at 48.
For the small but mighty HazMat crew, they're doing a really solid job. They're recycling as many folks as they can to do double duty on jams. They got a couple different jammers popping in there here and there. Really appreciate the hard work they're putting into this game.
Yeah, really hard hitters, too. All right, we've got 67 Hatter going up to jam against Peach Hobbler. Peach Hobbler at the top of the pack only has 2 blockers left to beat, but Hatter sneaks around the outside, but Peach Hobbler does, in fact, get lead jammer.
Excellent job by Peach. They're zipping around those broken up blockers. Now coming around on the scoring pass. While Hatter is still stuck in that pack on the initial. Peach Hobbler, 4 more points.
Sneaks through, and Maloik, the bench coach, does a fun little jump dance. All right, Hatter is out from their initial and is following Peach close behind. Let's see if Peach can score some points. Some more points, I should say. Nice job, Peach. I do think that Hatter was able to score. Yep, that's
At
right.
least the
1 point. We've got 199 to 53. Burning River put up 5 points in that last jam. That's one of their higher jams in the past, maybe the half, I think.
Yeah, excellent jam there by Peach Hobbler.
All right, we've got about 12 minutes left in the second half of Burning River Roller Derby's home closer, our last game of the competitive season.
Woo-woo!
And we have a timeout, team timeout called by Burning River HazMat crew. Probably to talk and dance and breathe. And
absolutely understandable. I'm getting tired and I've just been standing here.
I was just about to take a squat just so I could rest my heels a little bit.
I've been doing, there's this nice like beam behind me, so I'm just doing a stretch.
Stretch it out.
Yeah. I just smacked myself in the face.
I heard it on the headphone.
Whack. Oh boy.
Oh, there's Maloik on the camera giving a pep talk to the hot tub of skaters. Walking up behind them is Go-Go Geronimo, another HazMat skater who is currently running lines for the HazMat crew. Behind the bench, you could see Deviled Ham, who is one of the captains for the Burning River HazMat crew.
Thank you again to our amazing officials. Taking a second to breathe as well. They do so much skating, they do so much mental calculations and a lot of energy put into this game that they don't even play. They're just here to watch us and make this game safe and official for us. So definitely appreciate the hard work they put in.
Up to jam, we have 555 Circuit Crusher, Circuit Breaker,
I think.
Circuit Breaker, and 104 Poison IZ. Poison IZ with a little bit of a juke from one side to another. 555 is able to quickly get lead. I saw a really nice try for a whip on Casey that IZ went for. Wasn't successful, but damn, it looked cute. I don't know if I'm allowed to
Popping up
swear
with a
on
star
this. Sorry about
pass
that.
to misdirected anger.
All right, Missy with 1 or 2 blockers left to beat. It looked like one of them came up and recycled, and that's looking like an out of play. Missy's through.
An excellent forward recycle there by Steel City.
Bit of a wild hit on Poison IZ there at almost at the very, very end of the jam. She is standing just maybe a little roughed up.
She might have actually gotten a low block for that because I think she went for the hit and while she was falling maybe hit.
All right, we're lining up for this very next jam. IZ did in fact get a low block penalty. Oh, and Peach, or I'm sorry, 1408 Justicutioner was able to get lead.
Here we go, power jam for Justicutioner.
Justicutioner is actually one of our other captains for the Pyromaniacs, Burning River's C team. However, both of the captains for Burning River's HazMat crew are off skates and are unable to serve as the captain. So we've had Q rise up and you know, she rose to the occasion.
Yeah, she definitely does. She works really hard. She's come really far from where she first started.
All right, we have a power jam. I didn't even realize that was happening. 369 was in the box. Not sure what they did, but they were there. We only have one skater in the penalty box right now. 888 for Steel Beamers.
Executioner pushing hard at that pack, knocking down some blockers to get out for another scoring pass. While Slayer Moon is still fighting, I believe, on the initial.
I see Poison IZ running up to capture that jammer and doing a great job of it.
Yeah, that forward recycling has been solid. People are looking for it more today, I think.
Yeah, she just gave her wall an extra few seconds to hurry up and get up with her, and they reabsorbed the jammer.
Looks like we had a last-minute penalty being called. I look like, not sure who it's going to be on.
Tambo's looking, no. Oh, it was a Steel Beamer skater number 8. Didn't see what they got, but this is where they are now. Right now, we've got Casey up to jam against 0 Rhythm and Bruise.
Rhythm and Bruise. I do like that.
Rhythm and Bruise. Oh, yeah.
Oh, good effort. They're looking for that hole at the last minute, but closed. Zipping through for lead jammer, Rhythm and Bruise, while Casey's fighting and looking for a star pass to Misdirected Anger. Beautiful star pass.
Missy's taking quite a few star passes today. She's been very quick to look at her jammer to see if they need her, and when they do, she's quick to put it on and run out of there. 4 points were put on by Rhythm and Bruise. Did they get any extra points in that second lap? No, they did not. So it was a 4-0 jam. Steel Beamers coming up to 211, holding Burning River at 65. Let's see if we could put on 4 more points.
Oh, I think we can do it. I think we can do it.
I believe in us. All right, and out to jam again, we have Executioner.
Yeah, there we go. So we got Casey, who is just out there jamming.
Another
now as
testament
a
to
blocker.
her endurance. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Frankie for Steel City popping around to get the lead jam position. But Executioner out, fighting to that front of that pack on the initial, coming around for a scoring pass, followed closely behind by Frankie for the next scoring pass.
About 7 minutes left in the period. Q is ahead of Frankie Panky. Let's see how long they choose to run out the clock.
How many points did we get?
Maloik, the bench coach, is asking for 3. Let's see what the officials think. Looks like the OPR and the jam ref are, the IPR and the jam ref are discussing, and they did in fact get those 3 points. Maloik wanted Q happy dance.
She didn't see. I love her dancing.
All right, and we've got Mad Hatter up against Misdirected Anger.
Good last-minute effort to recycle forward, but Mad Hatter is out for that lead jammer, while IZ takes the star pass from Misdirected Anger.
All right, and no points were scored by Burning River in that jam, putting 4 points up for the Steel Beamers. 6 minutes left in the half. Do we have a jammer for Burning River? Not yet.
Oh, Peach Hobbler.
Oh, there she is. I saw Go-Go kind of frantically looking around for somebody with some sort of helmet cover in their hand. I assumed it was the star. It was the pivot. So it looks like Casey is out there maybe on their 3rd or 4th jam in a row. Truly just not.
Oh, power to them.
Yeah. I agree. And Peachy's up at the front. I hear a cut being called on
Peach Hobbler out as the lead jammer, followed closely behind by Spunky Bruiser. Good
Right.
call off there by Peach Hobbler. That jammer coming right behind her. Not worth losing the points by trying to zip around.
Much like the Burning River All-Star crew, we are seeing basically 2 lines going out there back to back to back. So,
The endurance of this game is going to, I think, serve us well in the future.
yeah, we've really put in some work for endurance this season, so that I think is showing. Even if we're not seeing it on the scoreboard, just being able to go out there and do it really shows a lot for us.
Nice solid wall there. Hebrew Hammer, Poison IZ, Misdirected Anger with Taco holding up the bridge there.
Really
Excellent
nice
effort. Excellent
covering.
effort. Getting Jess Kushner out there as the lead. Still recycling back that jammer for Steel City.
Some really great communication. I'm seeing a lot of good things out there. A lot of people talking to their bench. I'm sorry, talking to their wall.
Yeah, solid communication.
All right, and Q calls off the jam. Were any points scored? 4
4
points.
points.
Great job
Excellent
to
jam,
Jessica
Jessica
Kushner.
Kushner. We didn't get 69, but you know what? We got 72.
We're 69 in our hearts.
Yes.
It's about the 69 we made along the way.
The 69s we made along the way. Oh, I love it. This is family-friendly entertainment. I love it.
Except for the
No one knows
expletive
what-
I said earlier. Still sorry about that.
I keep forgetting, don't worry. All right, Peach Hobblehair jamming for Burning River, caught up in that Steel City line, while Frankie Panky is caught up in the Burning River line in the back.
Oh, and Peach Hobbler absolutely pushed that wall apart. Her bench coach, Malloy, was yelling at her to just push, push, push. And that is exactly what she did, earning lead jammer designation with Frankie Panky about half a track behind. Peach calling it from the ground after making impact with a few Pittsburgh skaters. And I do think 3 points were put on by Peach Hobbler.
Heck
That's
yeah.
75
Burning
to 219.
River, dare I say it, is on fire.
We are burning the place up.
We're picking up, I think, a little bit more of a flair for the game. I think we're a second half team, I think, a lot. And
We've been told that, yeah.
yeah, and so we're seeing it here. We're seeing that despite being down and despite being down physically by bodies, we're picking it up, and it's showing off.
Ooh, some good offense by 1-0 on the Steel Beamers.
Ooh, Steel City out as lead, but followed closely behind by Jessica Kushner. It's going to be a race around that track.
Jessica Kushner, quite a fast skater. Oh, is taken off of her skates because the floor is just a bit slick. Sometimes when you're trying to haul touche around like that, you just lose your
Good
balance
effort by
a little
both
bit.
jammers. Both blocking packs, too, held up those packs. There really wasn't much opportunity to do anything, and I believe that was a fairly low-scoring jam, 2-1 maybe. Yeah, by Steel City.
Nice job, both teams. All right, we have, I hear 0 from the stands yelling something.
0. Always on.
He's yelling something. I can't tell what, but
Last jam, most likely of the game.
all right, we've got Poison IZ jamming against Courtney Karsmashian. I don't think we've seen them take the start too often.
No, I don't think we have either.
They've been an incredible blocker out there, so it's cool to see them take the start, do some jamming. I think it's one of those things where, hey, we're up by quite a bit. You know what the heck, I'll do it.
Poison Icy as the lead, zipping around for a scoring pass, while Courtney comes around for her scoring pass now.
And Poison IZ calls off the jam. I believe there'll be one more jam. And for that very last jam of Burning River's competitive 2024 season.
Oh boy,
It'll be Misdirected Anger.
Yeah, here we go.
And Misdirected Anger, this is actually her first season? Is that
It
right?
is. I believe it's her first season.
Oh
I think she
my
might have
gosh.
some skating history, just
Yeah,
skating-wise,
yeah.
but not derby.
So it's just so impressive. Her, Jessica Kushner on the track right now. Both of them in their very beginning season out here
Yeah,
playing.
I cannot wait to see what they do. But Slayer Moon out as the lead jammer for Steel City. Well, we have Misdirected Anger fighting through the pack on the initial, getting through.
Let's see if she chooses to call it. 369 Slayer Moon chooses to call it as soon as they get out. Oh, 555.
We have hit the end of the period timer, so as soon as this jam is called, we're done.
Hebrew Hammer, Taco, and Justicutioner doing some blocking at the top of the pack. Taco solo one-on-one blocking. Justicutioner up at the top. Ooh, and does hit 369 out of bounds and then fell a little bit themselves. That happens. That happens.
Oh, but it might have been before she made the hit before she fell, and now we got a power jam. Oh, that's a low block. There we go.
Yeah, it looks like 555 did in fact know that was a low block.
Knew it immediately.
All right, and 412 Misdirected Anger is through on another pass, and the Steel Beamers are really filling up their penalty box. We have two blockers and their jammer in the penalty box.
This jam is going to go the entire time. Good offense there by that Burning River line, and Peach Hobbler coming in clutch that last second to stop someone from recycling forward.
Let's see if
Steel City is very good at.
Let's see if Missy can get some 4 more points in the last 20 seconds. Looks like her bench is cheering her on with such love. Oh, and we've got a crazy pile up at the front of the pack.
But enough for Justicutioner to come sneaking out.
And Missy scores 4 more points. She's got 9 seconds left. I don't know that she wants to score those last 4 points, and I can't blame her. This has been a crazy long game that everyone has really been pushed to their hardest for. And with that,
excellent game. Again, much closer game than the score indicates, I think, especially at the end there. That Burning River rally, I need to go back and see how many points they scored just in the last few minutes. That was just an excellent effort by both teams. Congratulations, both teams. Congratulations, Steel City, for your victory, but wow.
Yeah, both of your victories today. Thank you so much for coming out. We appreciate having you. We love, our sister Pennsylvania City. Right now, our unofficial score is 225 Steel City, 92 Burning River. We'll wait for that to be confirmed before anybody starts cheering, but
yeah, excellent job, Burning River,
and
for your fight.
That's the official score. So let's do some victory laps. Steel burning. I'm sorry. Yeah, Steel Beamers.
Combine it. Steel burning.
God.
That's our ship name now.
Wait, that's cute.
I love it.
All right, here they go on their victory lap. The Steel Beamers. We'll get some MVP awards out here. Oh, look at that.
They will be
nice
well
skate.
deserved. Beautiful skate. Burn, burn, burn. And we have been Chewy and Spider, and we thank you for joining us for Burning River Roller Derbies.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.